to my channel. Today I have a July monthly message for all of the Leos out in the collective. Please note this is going to be a general reading, so it will not resonate with every single Leo out in the collective. I ask that you take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are new to my channel, welcome to Eileen into Spirit. My name is Eileen Rouse. I'm a spiritual advisor, intuitive coach, and I provide you with guidance, wisdom, and inspiration every week right here on this channel. Without further ado, let's get into your message, Leo. Okay, Leo, we're going to go ahead and get right into it. You know the drill. This is going to be a 9-card draw. We will clarify any cards that we need to with another deck. So let's get started. Angels, archangels, guides, ascendant masters, what information and insight can you offer Leo this month? Leo, you are full of some energy. Everything's been wanting to pop out crazily this morning. And yes, when I'm recording this, it is morning. All right, let's see. You're starting off with an Ace of Swords. I absolutely love that, Leo. So you are seeking some clarity and some truth this month. That is what's going on with you. You are seeking some clarity and some truth. I absolutely love that. All right, let's see here. What information and insight can you offer Leo this month, Spirit? Thank you. Thank you. 2 more, please. 2 more. Thank you. Okay, we've got a lot of emotions on the board this month, Leo. So we've got, we've got a lot of emotions on the board. So let's get into it and see what additional insight Spirit can give you this month. Okay, Leo, where you are currently this month, as I mentioned earlier, you are at the Ace of Swords. I love this. This is a really good space to be in. I sort of feel that you're sort of on this new quest, this new journey for truth and clarity. You're expecting that from other people. And I also feel that you're utilizing this sword to really cut out all of the negativity, cut out all of the individuals that are no longer serving you or are no longer inspiring you or motivating you, or they're no longer in alignment with this new quest that you are on, or this new journey. What I love about an Ace of Swords is that it's a new beginning, right? And I feel that with this Ace of Swords, you have truly aligned with your own spiritual truth. You've aligned with what you know serves you and benefits you, and therefore you are utilizing this this clarity and this truth to sort of move you in that direction. And I absolutely love that, which leads you into your theme for the month. And your theme for this month, Leo, is the 7 of Cups. Now, what I love about this combination here is that you're currently in that Ace of Swords stance, which is you are expecting truth, you're demanding truth, you're wanting that clarity. And your theme is really going to be about utilizing that truth and that clarity in any choices or decisions that you make. I want to point out here, Leo, that sometimes when you have too many options, when you have too many opportunities presented to you, it can get very confusing, which is often depicted here with the clouds in the background, right? And that confusion can oftentimes lead you to make a wrong choice or to choose hastily, right? Choose very quickly. I want to point out here that this cup right here in the back that has sort of like this little, this shield covering it is the Ace of Swords. Now, here's what I want to point out. The Ace of Swords has a double blade, right? So when you are yielding your sword, you can either use it to benefit you or you can use it to hurt you, right? And I really think that it's important that when you are truly seeking that which you are desiring, and you are aligning to your higher truth, right? With this Ace of Swords, when you are aligned to your higher truth, the choices and the opportunities being presented to you will not seem cumbersome. They will not seem heavy. They will not seem like it's too much, and you won't make a decision hastily. You will actually tune into your intuition. The Seven of Cups really wants you to really tune into that higher aspect of yourself and really make a choice from that perspective, right? Also recognizing that you might be presented with a choice. You might be presented with an opportunity, something that you are going to have to decide this month. And it's really about really tuning into that higher aspect of yourself and really asking yourself, what is it? Is this going to lead me towards that of my highest good, or is it going to hinder me, right? Those are the questions you have to ask yourself. Now, your next one is what you accomplish this month. And what I'm seeing here with this Knight of Swords here is that this is a fast energy. And I feel that whatever opportunities or whatever options are being presented to you are going to come to you very quickly. And they're sort of going to come to you one right after the other here, Leo. And here's what I want you to really, really understand and comprehend with this Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a very fast energy. It is probably the fastest knight in the tarot deck. And it comes to a point that it comes so quickly that it oftentimes can seem very stressful and very chaotic. So it's like chaotic energy. And the advice with this accomplishment this month is that don't allow the stress or the chaotic energy to persuade you or to sway you in a direction that is not aligned with your higher truth. Because remember, you're currently in this Ace of Swords space, which is about aligning to that higher truth, aligning to that higher clarity of what it is you are desiring. And whatever choices that you or opportunities that get presented to you this month are going to come quick with this Ace of Swords, right? But this Ace of Swords is also coming to you with the truth, right? So don't allow all of these multiple options or opportunities sort of push you into making a decision so hastily, right? Because I really feel that with this Knight of Swords, this is really about coming to you with the truth of the situation, of the circumstance, of the outcome, whatever that might be, right? It's really about you taking that time to sort of step back and allow yourself to tune into that higher version of yourself and really ask yourself, what is the best course of action for my highest good, right? I really think that that's something you're going to really need to focus on here, Leo, because I feel that if you don't, then you might be making a really rash decision very quickly that isn't going to benefit you or your highest good in any way. And I really feel that, okay, so here's another thing that I keep getting here. Because what I'm really picking up with this Seven of Cups here on the theme is that maybe some of these options or opportunities that are presented to you here, Leo, might be so overwhelming that you might decide to just procrastinate and not make a decision at all. And this Knight of Swords, because of the type of energy that it brings forth, it's really about you making decisive action, taking that necessary step, choosing that necessary course to move you in the direction that you want to go. Ultimately, you have to make a choice. You have to make a decision. You have to put forth an effort or action towards that which you are trying to achieve, okay? Now, what you need to avoid this month. We have the Five of Pentacles, and this is beautiful, and this aligns perfectly, Leo, because the Five of Pentacles really speaks about being shunned down in the cold. What you really need to avoid this month is sabotaging yourself, right? Or pointing out all of the things that you lack, right? Instead of focusing on the things that you have not accomplished or the things that you have not been successful at, or instead of acknowledging where your weaknesses are, you need to focus on your strengths. So that is what you need to avoid this month. This Five of Pentacles really speaks about, you know, recognizing that you are not alone, that you have the guidance and the assistance, because this right here is a church, okay? Right here with this little, with this stained glass window right here in this Five Pentacles is a church, okay? And this woman feels like, based off of all of the circumstances that she's had to face or everything, she is afraid of being judged. She's afraid of being shunned, right? Because right back here, you have this leper, okay? And, you know, back in those days, you were not allowed to associate with a leper because then you were considered to be a part of them and then you would be shunned, right? This is about you recognizing that you need to focus on your strengths and focus on the things that you currently have in order for you to be able to build towards something better, okay? So that's what you need to avoid this month. Now, what do you need to embrace this month? We have the Three of Cups here, and what the Three of Cups really speaks about, it speaks about sisterhood, it speaks about friendship, it speaks about celebration and collaboration. It mostly speaks about celebrating with others your successes and your wins, working together with other individuals that are of like mind and sort of aligned with your higher truth or the things that are of your higher truth. That is what you need to embrace this month. So Leo, if you have like a soul tribe, if you have individuals that you can connect with, that you can bounce ideas off of, or that you could collaborate with to actually achieve something, that is something that you need to embrace this month. Recognize that it's not about having a bunch of friends. It's really about having that small, tight-knit group of a small circle of individuals that understand you and that are trying to help you achieve greatness in the same aspect that you yourself are trying to achieve greatness. I've often said many times that if you're the smartest person in your circle, you're in the wrong circle. If you're really wanting to grow and you're wanting to expand, you need to be around people that you can grow with and that you can learn from. So that is what you need to embrace this month. Now, what is the obstacle you face? The obstacle here is the Eight of Cups, okay? The obstacle here is that maybe, now this is what I want to point out, because your theme this month was the Seven of Cups, right? So we talked about how this was many options or opportunities being presented to you and you needing to make a very wise choice, okay? But the obstacle in that is that you're going to be so afraid about choosing the wrong cup that you might end up choosing the wrong cup. This Eight of Cups really speaks about walking away from the things that no longer serve you. Understand that you cannot hold an attachment to the things that you currently have. You must be willing to accept them for what they are, acknowledge them, give them thanks, and then you move on, right? It's really about moving on to something better. And your obstacle this month is really going to be about going in a different path, going in a different direction, moving towards that Nine of Cups, okay? And the Nine of Cups really speaks about that wish fulfillment, okay? But it's also about when you go on this new journey, when you turn your back on the things that you have sort of collected or transpired or sort of accomplished in this lifetime here, Leo, you sort of hold them, put them on a pedestal, and you're like, I just can't turn my back on this. I just can't turn my back on this. It's really about you recognizing that certain accomplishments will only get you so far, and Spirit is really wanting you to sort of go in a different direction. It's wanting you to go on this journey towards something better, towards the thing that you're truly desiring, right? It's really about walking away from the old and moving towards the new. So that is the obstacle you face this month. Now, what support do you have this month? This was this one's very interesting because I was really surprised that this showed up, that this particular card showed up where it showed up. So your support this month is the 10 of Cups in reversed. Now, what exactly does that mean, right? This means that your support is, and this is tied into your 8 of Cups. Remember, I said that you had a lot of cups on the board, which truly represents the emotions that you have, okay? Now, a 10 of Cups in reverse really talks about the disappointment that you might feel in not getting exactly what it is that you want, right? But recognize that if things don't pan out the way that you had hoped they would, recognize that there is still hidden gems and hidden gifts in how things turned out. You just might not recognize it in the moment that it happens, right? You just might not recognize it, okay? So the support that you have this month is recognizing that no matter how something turns out here, Leo, no matter what occurs, see it as a gift. See it as a gem. There is something hidden within everything that you experience in life, okay? That is really what this 10 of Cups is saying. That is the support you have. Recognize that. Don't look at it as a failure. Don't look at it as a missed opportunity. Really look at it as, what did this teach me? What did I get out of this experience? What did I learn from? How did I grow from this experience? That is the support that you have this month, okay? Now, what is your action this month? I cannot stress this enough, okay? Your action this month with this 5 of Cups is really about not crying over spilled milk. Do not allow yourself to be disappointed in your missed opportunities or in anything that didn't pan out the way that you expected it to. Your action this month is to actually see the hidden gifts in any situation, in any experience, and in any circumstance that you experience this month. You know, don't look at your failures. Again, remember what you needed to avoid this month was the 5 of Pentacles, which was not pointing out your weaknesses and not, feeling like you're going to be judged for not accomplishing something. Don't judge yourself, right? That is truly what you need to avoid this month. And your action and how you do that is the action that you must take is you must accept things for what they are. Recognize that everything teaches you something. There is something learned, there is something garnered from every single situation, circumstance, or how things pan out. And what you need to do is you need to take whatever you have remaining and move towards something better, right? Because remember that the obstacle that you faced this month was really walking in a new direction with this 8 of Cups, right? So your action this month is accept things as they are and move towards something better. Do not allow yourself to wallow in pity or wallow in that disappointment and rejection. This is about you picking up the pieces of what is left of your life and situation or whatever it might be and move towards something better. Now, what is the advice and the encouragement that you have from Spirit? We have the 2 of Swords here, okay? And this 2 of Swords is really speaking about taking a step back. Allow yourself the time to sort of sit back, really reflect on that higher aspect with this Ace of Swords. Really allow yourself to connect to that inner truth, to that higher version of yourself and say, what is my next course of action? Notice how this woman here has a blindfold on, okay? This blindfold really represents that sometimes the best course of action that we can take is allowing ourselves to see with our spiritual eyes, with our third eye, not with our physical eyes. And, most of the times I read the 2 of Swords as you're at a crossroads, right? And I'm not reading it this way. What they're really telling me is that your advice and your encouragement this month is really about you taking a step back, allowing yourself to not make a rash decision. Remember, we talked about that earlier, right? Don't rush into any kind of a decision. Really allow yourself to connect with that higher version of yourself to really say, Spirit, what is my best course of action? What is my next move, right? So that is the message that Spirit has for you here Leo. I think this was very straightforward and very to the point. I sort of felt like I was having to like lecture you here. I don't know why, but that's just kind of what I felt. I am going to draw an additional oracle card just to see what additional information comes through. And let's see what they have to say. Angels, archangels, guides, ascendant masters, what additional information and insight can you offer Leo this month? What a beautiful. I absolutely love this. You got soul writing. I love this. You want to know why I love this? Okay, because this really speaks about the stories that we tell. Okay, and I really feel that the cards here that I have for you this month is really about you moving in a new direction, but you sort of not believing that you can achieve what you are wanting to achieve. And I see that very clearly here with this Five of Pentacles, right? This is about what you need to avoid this month. And remember, I said with that Five of Pentacles, it was about don't focus on the things that you lack. Don't focus on your weaknesses or what you haven't accomplished. Don't judge yourself, right? So I'm going to read you what it says in the book for this, for the soul writing, because I want to give it justice. But this card really speaks about we become the stories that we tell. Okay, so here we go. Soul writing. We become the stories that we tell. You are the author of your story. Write one that inspires you and doesn't let anyone else command the pen. Physical reality is temporary. It is forever changing from one moment to the next. The events and circumstances of your life are multidimensional living art. Their purpose and form will shift as your perception of them does. You can view and adjust any stories from your past, present, or future. Let go of justifying or analyzing the events that become your stories and lift yourself into a new way of seeing them. Look at the card and imagine you are the angel rising and connecting to the soul light at the top of the pyramid. From this expanded view, you can see all your stories and their facets from a neutral position. A higher perspective will unveil and reveal what was previously unknown. You may be surprised, shocked, or embarrassed that the story you have identified with is not what you thought it was. Don't stress. This indicates that the stories are shaking loose and healing is occurring. You are doing so well. You are so worthy and you are loved. Leo, this message right here is basically pinpoints everything that we talked about. You are currently in the stance of the Ace of Swords, which is about clarity and truth. It's about aligning with your soul truth. It's about aligning with that higher aspect of you. And I really feel that because there are so many cups in this layout, it's really about the emotions, the things that you feel, the things that you perceive, are really what is creating your story in this lifetime and in this reality. So it's really about you needing to connect with that higher version and really allowing yourself to shift into a better story, becoming the author of your own story and moving in the direction of your highest good. That is the message that I have for you here, Leo. I thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Namaste, guys.